Hey guys, so I'm doing a quick book review because for some reason I kept thinking about this book and I could not get it off my mind because I just have something to say. Okay, so this is A Beautiful Blue Death. It's by Charles Finch. It's a murder mystery. I okay, so basically, let me go over the synopsis. So basically, what is he? A private detective or like a what? I don't know. He's like a detective, whatever. And like his friend asked him to solve this mystery of this girl, one of her children girls who died. There's speculation that it was suicide, but he finds poison in her room and it's like, oh, like this might actually be a murder. So really, the entire book is really just him trying to figure out who caused her murder, whatever. And then there's another murder, and he's like, okay, well, are these connected? So that's really what the book's about. It is set in Victorian times, right? Yeah, Victorian times. So I read this book because the novel I'm currently working on is a Victorian time novel. So it's like, oh, cool. Um, so I do want to say, first of all, this book is not bad. It's not a bad book. This type of book, I want to say specifically, is for a certain type of reader. It's for a person who's more invested in the mystery of why someone died, or like who's more invested in like the detective and like the work they're doing as opposed to the actual victim. It's definitely for those type of people. For me personally, I couldn't find very much enjoyment. Um, Only because I didn't like the fact that it wasn't focused on the victim. Like, we didn't learn really anything about her and stuff like, oh, could she messing with this person? Could she be messing with that person? But like, we didn't learn anything about her, so I was not able to connect because what I connect with would be the victim. It's not the killer, so or the detective. Like, I'm not a huge fan of like crime shows, and I'm not a huge fan of like crime books and stuff. So it's like, of course, why would I read this? But it was really for the Victorian element. Um, Plus, I mean, it generally just looked good. Like, I'm always down for a good death scene. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I honestly just was not super interested in it. It did not focus enough on the actual victim, or should really victims. But she was the main kicker, and that's what kind of like bugged me the most. But again, it's not a terrible book. It's not terribly written. Um, it's like 300 something pages and stuff. Like, it's not a bad book. It just, the narrative was not for me. But that's really it. Besides that, I mean, it is decent. Like, I would definitely still recommend it to those who are interested in something like that, like a little bit more of a murder mystery. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. But that's all I really had to say about that book. That's the only thing that really like bothered me, was that there was no focus on her. But yeah, that's really it. Wow, that's kind of a short book review. Whatever. You guys knew how I feel about that book, so. Oh. I should probably mention A Beautiful Blue Death. That is the name of the poison that was actually used on her, so. Yeah. Okay.